If there's one thing I always stress to people is that you need to consider the source of the people who's putting out this information, right? Because a lot of times, what you find more often than not is these guys have ulterior motives. Some people are just saying stuff just to say stuff for clout. Uh, and a lot of other times, some people just don't know what the fuck they're talking about, right? So we have this situation where Camel Toe, oh Camel Toe, had her hip hop celebration, right? They had a hip hop celebration at her house last weekend. And a lot of these celebrities and entertainers and rappers really appreciated Camel Toe, oh Camel Toe, for her contribution to hip hop. And I'm still trying to think for the life of me, what contribution did she make? So we're here now in this situation now where you got Plies, right? Plies, rapper out of Florida. He decided to go on Twitter, or what they call X now. He decided to go on X and put out this ill-advised tweet about, can we explain why we hate Kamala Harris so much? I don't want to hear anything from her previous jobs or careers. What makes you not like her as a VP? Don't forget she's a VP and not president of the United States. This isn't her house. Let's discuss. Now, Plies, do you really want to hear what we have to say? Huh? Do you really want to hear what we have to say? Are you really ready to acknowledge what we're about to tell you on this video when it comes to Kamala Harris? Huh? I don't think you're ready for that conversation, sir. Remember, this was the same woman when she was running for president that she said that she wasn't going to do anything that specifically benefit black people. No. That's what she said. This woman picks and chooses when she wants to be black. I don't think you're ready for that conversation, Plies. Now, you're supposed to be this smart guy and all that, but I come to the conclusion that you're a smart dummy. You're a smart dummy. This woman uses black people as her political pawns on the chessboard. She uses black people as political pawns. But and in case you need some more evidence of this, right? Because see, I got time today. I got time. I got time tonight. Look at this. DJ,
my grandparents were phenomenal. We would go back to India like every other year. My grandfather fought for and was a defender of the freedom of India. When I was a young girl, being the eldest grandchild, my grandfather would take me on his morning walk. All of his buddies who also were great leaders, and they would talk about the importance of fighting for democracy and the importance of fighting for civil rights and that people would be treated equally regardless of where they were born or the circumstances of their birth. Get out there and fight for the best of who we are. Those walks along the beach in India really planted something in my mind and created a commitment in me before I even realized it that has led me to where I am today.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my true distinct pleasure to introduce the first senator of Indian American heritage in the history of U.S. Senate.
Please join us and text South Asians to 70785.
Now, Plies, where in that does black people fit into that equation? She's parading herself around as an Asian. Then when she runs for president, all of a sudden now she found her blackness just because she had some Converse in the attic of her fucking house? The fuck out of here, dude. You're a fucking idiot. You're a clown. Are you really ready to discuss that? I don't think you're really ready to discuss that, sir. Really? Goddamn buffoon. Talking this dumbass shit. So where in that does black people benefit from her parading herself around as an Asian? Huh? Black people out here being used as pawns in her little chess game. And you think just because she throws some private hip-hop party at her house that she did something for the black community? Fuck that. And then that's a controlled environment anyway when you got this bootleg jamboree, and Roland Martin is not lost upon me that your grimace-looking ass was out there doing the fucking Sambo shuffle. It wasn't lost upon me that your ass was out there. You're another bootlicking sellout ass nigga that's running around here talking shit about black folks when black folks don't want to vote. Because we ain't seeing nothing. We ain't not seeing the results. We not seeing the tangibles. But yet you want us to go out there and vote because out of fear of the Republicans? Your ass out of here too, bitch. I can't stand that nigga, yo. I cannot stand Roland Sebastian Martin. I cannot. I cannot stand Kamala Devi Harris. You guys are useless. Just like old nigga Jim Clyburn and Sheila Jackson Lee running around worried about DACA. Fuck you worrying about DACA for? But see, this is why I can't take none of you entertainers and athletes and rappers seriously. You guys don't have our priorities in mind neither. You want to shield for the goddamn Democrats. Y'all ain't no different than people who shield for the Republicans. Just because you think you got some money in your bank account, and just because you think you on TV, that supposed to give you credibility, that supposed to give you clout, fuck out of here. What's up, RG Titan? Ted Cox, my sister Day Love in the building. All you guys are just operatives. That's all y'all are. Nothing more than operatives for the goddamn Democrats. I mean, how much more are we gonna hear that this is the most important election of our lifetime? How many times that I'm gonna hear that every 2 to 4 years when there's election time come around? Fuck out of here, Plies. You sound dumb. You're a dumbass nigga. Talk about let's discuss. You ain't ready to discuss that. What make us not like her as a VP? Well, her policies or lack thereof. And she ain't qualified to hold a goddamn candle. And her policies don't benefit black people. Matter of fact, her policies, if you let her run it, it's going to do something to black people. Like, put them in jail, because she already done that. She put all kinds of people in jail with her policies. That truancy policy out in San Francisco, yeah, you talk about you don't want to hear it, but you go ahead, nigga. That truancy policy out in San Francisco, right? Where if the kid don't go to school, the parent end up going to jail. Yeah, ask them about that. Ask the people out there in San Francisco about what that fraud did to them. Cause see, while she was out there putting people in jail, right? She was also being a side piece, a side chick. This is her with old downtown Willie Brown in the 90s. Now, old downtown Willie Brown got hardly any hair with the couple patches that's on the side that surrounds the back. And this is a young, late 20s, early 30s Kamala Harris, making her rounds around San Francisco on the schlong of downtown Willie Brown. Oh, you don't want to talk about that? You don't want to talk about what she did in the past? Guess what? We go talk about what she did in the past because leopards never change their spots. You think that if she were to come out in this arena where the general black folks is at, she's not ready for that. She's not ready to handle what we gonna say to her. That's why she is always in this controlled environment. That's why she's always in this controlled environment. What make us not like her? Because she don't like us. The fuck you mean? Plies? You run around here with all that platinum in your mouth and all that. Have you decided to take some of that platinum that's in your mouth and feed your community? You got the resources to do it. Have you done that? And if the answer is no, you need to shut the fuck up, bitch. For real. You's a goddamn fake ass wannabe gangster accident murderer. And I don't give you no goddamn credibility, Plies. You's a fake ass wannabe rapper that's an accident murderer. Which turns my attention next to this buffoon right here. Now, I've never heard this guy a day in my fucking life. He goes by the name of Jason Lee. Now, I want y'all to see the damn near 7-minute diatribe he went on when we talking about camel toe, oh, camel toe. DJ, spin that shit.
What up, everybody? It's me, Jason. Look, this past weekend, I went to the vice president's house for the hip hop 50th anniversary hip hop party at her house. And I took this picture, you've seen it, but it wasn't the picture that I want to talk about. It's the video that's been seen around the world that I took. This video right here, if you've seen it. Okay, so there's that video. Now, I shared that video of the vice president. I took that video of the vice president and I posted it in a way that everybody would still not give me credit because I didn't want the credit. What I wanted was for the world to see it, and 20 million views later, it's clear that you have. I've been looking at all the comments over the last couple of days of everybody that's had stuff to say, from white folks to Republicans to black people to white people about what black people should feel about it. I've been looking at all the comments, and my only question is, why do y'all hate her so much? Why do y'all hate her so much? What has Kamala Harris done to you that's made you hate her so much? She grew up in Oakland, California, which is not an easy city to grow up in, as a mixed biracial child, which I could tell you as a mixed breed, it ain't easy. She became an attorney. She became a female attorney general in California, working under a Republican administration. She then went on to become a state senator that we all love because she was in their ass about stuff over there on the Hill, and then got elected as the first female and the first black female vice president of the United States. And somehow she ain't shit. She ain't shit. She locked up all the black men in California. Really? When I read, she's doing nothing for the culture. She's doing nothing for black people. Really? She's bad for the White House. She's taking us backwards. We're going to vote for Trump. Okay. Really? One, y'all don't want to eradicate the police department for people giving tickets to you for speeding in a 25-mile zone. You don't get mad at the police. You get mad at the lawmaker because the police didn't make the law that says you can't drive faster in that area. Yet, as Attorney General, for enforcing the 3 strikes law that was created by Pete Wilson, who was a white racist in California, makes her the bad guy? Half of y'all that talk about politics don't vote. The other half don't understand how the law works. And those of you that are talking about the 3 strikes law don't even live in California. So you don't even know how our laws work. Then you say she's not doing enough for the country. She's not the president. She's the vice president. But when you look at what the president is doing, he's done a lot for the country. He just ain't on TV every day talking about it. Why don't you know? Because their teams aren't communicating the best and we're not paying attention the most. But what I will say is that when I looked at all the commentary of Kamala's dancing at the White House, at the vice president's party, it really disappointed me. There was a lot of great comments, like Black Twitter, a lot of great comments, people saying Auntie Kamala, and this is the Kamala we want to see. And I've told the vice president, I've told her team, this is what people want to see. But it was the racist, white supremacist uprooting of hatred towards a black woman that I saw from the right, and the complicit behavior of sleep black folks who were participating in it that disappointed me. Now, as a black gay entrepreneur, when white people hate on me or tell me I'm not ready or not big enough or this or that or whatever, or they minimize who I am, it is what it is. I take it on the chin and I keep killing it. But when black hate happens, it hurts more. It hurts more when black people hate on you. Black folks have an epidemic in its culture and community in the United States that we need to understand, and that is the inferiority complex to white people and whiteness and self-hate in the black community. Some of y'all niggas don't like Kamala Harris just simply because she's great. Some of y'all niggas talk about you don't like her and don't support her, but you ain't done nothing to research her agenda or what she's doing. The white folks, when they saw her dancing at this party, it was only a 3.5-hour party, by the way, celebrating the global impact of hip hop during its 50th anniversary. The white folks say, why was the border czar partying with the rappers? And then black folks would have been saying, if she didn't do it, why she ain't acknowledging black music and the impact it's had on culture? How is Kamala Harris the second most powerful person in the world, yet nothing she does is good enough? Nothing she does is good enough. Everything she does is bad to white folks, and sometimes what she does ain't good enough for blacks. I'm confused. Black people, you need to go look in the mirror and ask you, why do you hate us so much? Why do you hate each other so much? I've never hated on anybody. I may give an opinion. I may be critical of a person's performance or something. I can say I don't like a person, but I respect their work, or I respect their work, but don't like them. I know how to differentiate it, but at least I do my research and pay attention. What are you doing? How is it that the vice president dancing to Vibrant, how did that not make you say, damn, she's human? So let me go ahead and look into what she's doing so I can support her a little more. Because those of you saying you don't like Kamala, those of you saying that you don't like Kamala and are going to vote for Trump mean that you don't care about gay rights, you don't care about trans rights, you don't care that they believe that Muslims, or at least Trump believed that Muslims were terrorists, you don't care that women shouldn't have the right to abortion, you don't care about voter rights, you don't care about none of that because your little $300 stimulus that Trump gave you was more important than supporting a black woman to be successful. I'm riding for Kamala. I'm asking all my supporters to do it. And I challenge anybody that don't like her to tell me why. Drop it below and let's argue. Keep going, Kamala. Woo!
Did you get all that? Did you get all that? Jason Lee, you dick in a booty ass nigga. What makes us not like her so much? In the famous song by Toni Braxton off her self-entitled album in 1992, let me count the ways, right? Let me count the ways that I don't like Kamala Harris. For one, as a prosecutor, she's done nothing but put people in jail, right? Ask Jamal Truelove about why he has an issue with Kamala Harris. Ask the family of Nina Simone why they have an issue with Kamala Harris. Oh, you omitted that part. Ask the family of Nina Simone. And then when she became the vice president and all that, she had the audacity to play Nina Simone's music at that celebration. See, Jason Lee, you are a fucking buffoon. I've never heard of you a day in my life. Initially, I thought you was the guy on Jason's lyric. Until I did my research, no, you're not the guy on Jason's lyric. Why do we hate her so much? Shit. I don't have enough time in this video to document how many ways and I don't like this woman. I don't have that kind of time. My subs don't have that kind of time. It's well documented. And yes, we have done our research. That's why we so dug in our heels when it comes out disdain for this woman, because this woman has a disdain towards us. Jason Lee, you fucking idiot. You sitting up there talking about, oh, I mean, she's out there dancing the vibrant thing and all that. Yeah, fuck out of here. You call that dancing? You call that dancing? Hold on. Was this you when you were younger? Why your hair slick back like that? Huh? Were you buying Dark and Lovely and Family Dollar back then? Why your hair slick back like that, Jason Lee? Get your ass out of here. What's up, Maximus Royalty? What's up, my little brother in the building? Because see, all that shaming you guys is doing, all this wagging your finger and all that, get your ass out of here. We ain't going for that. Look, if you want gay rights to be your thing, then have at it, Hoss. Ain't nobody stopping you. I'm not gay, so I don't give a fuck about gay rights. I'm not gay. And anybody that's offended by that, that's just tough shit. Idiot, clown, buffoon. Fuck you talking about? So what has Kamala done? Since you have all the answers, since you the so-called expert just because you was there for a few hours, dancing to a few moves and all that, and Lil Wayne was out there doing that goddamn song. Wee, 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 wee. When she was out there doing all that, what did you learn about Kamala, huh? What you learn? What you learned that we had known already? Because see, you sound no different than that mouth-frothing idiot Reese Colbert, who be on Roland Martin's show. You think all this cussing and wagging your finger and demonizing us for going at her for her buffoonery is going to get us off our square? Fuck you, gay ass motherfucker. Get your gay ass out of here. Sit me talking that shit. You ain't have not given us one reason to go out here and support her. Or because she's a black woman. You need to see that video too about her being an Asian? You need a replay? You need a replay. Yeah? Okay. DJ, spin that
My
shit.
grandparents were phenomenal. We would go back to India like every other year. My grandfather fought for and was a defender of the freedom of India. When I was a young girl, being the eldest grandchild, my grandfather would take me on his morning walk. All of his buddies who also were great leaders, and they would talk about the importance of fighting for democracy and the importance of fighting for civil rights and that people would be treated equally regardless of where they were born or the circumstances of their birth. Get out there and fight for the best of who we are. Those walks along the beach in India really planted something in my mind and created a commitment in me before I even realized it. It has led me to where I am today.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my true distinct pleasure to introduce the first senator of Indian American heritage in the history of U.S. Senate.
Please join us and text South Asians to 70785.
Now, Jason Lee, where in that is she black? Huh? Where in that video do you see her portraying herself as a black woman? Huh? I just want to know. Since you have all the answers, right? And no, he's not a Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Don't disrespect a iconic cereal like that. He's a Hot Pocket. Hot Pocket. That's what he is. He's a Hot Pocket. Look, you spicy Hot Pocket. What in that constitute her being black? You got some Indian Harry Belafonte said that the first South Indian Asian vice senator in U.S. history. Yeah, where in that does she constitute being black? You can't answer that, in it. I know, because you out here being paid for. You're a bought and paid for fruit roll up. How much did Kamala pay you to go on this nasty diatribe on Instagram? Huh? How much she pay you for you to say that? Or did you say that out the kindness of your heart? Because you felt so generous and you so compelled to speak out against all this hatred that's towards her, right? But this woman, like I said in the video I did last week, she's not ready to become president of her own fan club. You know why? Because she is not willing to go out there and embrace what the public is saying. And when she do go out on her little listening tour, right? When she have her little agents and bootlicking counterparts like Tamika Mallory, yeah, Tamika Mallory, I'm not done with you by a long shot, bitch. Because your trifling ass admitted on Talib Kweli podcast that you was glad to sell out the black community for your own benefit. Also, you get 15 seconds on the goddamn Grammy Awards. Calling out Biden at the Grammy Awards, really, Tamika Mallory? You swear you was doing something. Don't worry, bitch. Your dusty pussy ass. Yeah. Don't worry. You still in my goddamn crosshairs, hoe. Anyway. Back to Toucan Sam, fruit loop roll up Jason Lee. Now, you out here with loose stools, right? And yet you think Kamala is going to do something for you. You think Kamala is going to benefit you at one point or another just because you went to her private hip-hop party? How come I ain't going? None of us that lived in the D.C. area know about this private party. For good reason. Because, we'll crash that bitch. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'll crash that motherfucker. And none of y'all sitting there talking about why we hate Kamala Harris so much. Hey, Stephanie. What's up, Stephanie? Good to see you, Steph. My sister in the building. Shout out to my sister Stephanie Dews in the building. Hey, y'all worried about why we don't like her. My question to y'all is, why ain't y'all call her out? Y'all were there, y'all had direct access to Kamala Harris. And if y'all listen to the issues in the black community, y'all would have been right there at the front to call her out on all that bullshit, but y'all instead sat up there and talk about, yeah, girl, talk to him, let him know what time it is. That's what y'all did. Y'all sat up there, let her go up on that stage, talk all kinds of shit, spread all kinds of lies, and none of y'all called her out on it. But y'all got all the smoke for black folks. Y'all got all the smoke for black folk. I swear to God, man, something wrong with y'all. Something wrong with y'all. And you think I'm gonna sit up here and listen to y'all talk down on us and I don't clap back? Shit. You got another thing coming. Them days that y'all talking down on us and we don't clap back and we supposed to just sit there and take it as tongue in cheek and all that, and we supposed to just blindly go out there and vote for this charlatan? Hell no. Biden too old and Kamala too incompetent. Oh, speaking of Biden, right? Biden has had an illustrious history of trashing black folks. Remember the 94 crime bill? Remember the 86 Anti-Drug Abuse Act? Because see, if you did your research, you would have known about Biden's shameless history. Had you done your research, you would have known that Kamala didn't even make it to Iowa. She was one of the first ones to drop out of the damn presidential election. She didn't even make the primary. She was one of the first ones to drop out. She didn't even make it to Iowa. And this woman was rescued by goddamn Joe Biden. You know why? Because at the height of the George Floyd situation, when George Floyd was mercilessly killed by Derek Chauvin, and now the Democratic Party want to throw all kinds of symbolic gestures in there, whether it be Kentucky Snitch 9, whether it be all these other symbolic gestures where people get put on the quarter, people get put on the statue, people get all kinds of nothing burgers. And I'm supposed to be swayed by that. I'm supposed to be so moved by that. I'm supposed to be on this area to where, oh man, Kamala's doing all this work. That bitch ain't done shit. Oh my, well remember, she's the number 2. She's the number 2. Yeah, she takes the number 2 when it comes to our issues. So yeah, you get your fruit booty ass out of here. As far as I'm concerned, you and Plies can kick rocks. You're not subscribing to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Shouts out to the mighty Lions Den basketball community. I'm on y'all asses. Every last one of you motherfuckers that want to call yourself, wag your finger at us, talking down on us, talking shit about us, act like we ignorant bastards, like we don't know what the fuck we talk about. Well, guess what? I got all the smoke for every last one of you bootlicking coon ass niggas. This your man. Scream at me. Hey!